Hi everyone, my name's Annalie and I'm from seventhsensehealing.com. So welcome to this week's guidance reading for the 19th to the 25th of August. I hope you're all well. I'm a little bit croaky still. I got laryngitis last week. I've basically just been doing too much, rushing around, travelling, weddings, festivals, fitting in too many appointments and not really taking my own advice, which is to try and rest a bit more, try and bring in a bit more balance, maybe cancel appointments and things. So yeah, sometimes we all do the opposite of what we know is good for us. Anyway, we sort of learn our lessons, pick ourselves back up. So we're going to do our reading this week. And I've got some new cards which are called Crystal Angel cards, and they are Doreen Virtue cards. I felt guided to get some new cards a couple of times the other week, and I found these cards which I'd never come across before. So let's see what our first message for this week is. So our first card is the Moonstone card. So it says heightened intuition. It says be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. So moonstone's one of my favourite crystals, and I wear a lot of moonstones. If you know me well, I have them as rings all the time. And moonstones help us connect to the moon and help us connect to our feminine side, which is also our intuitive side. And we do have the full moon coming up at the end of this week. So when we're taught to listen more and trust our inner guidance, it means to really listen to our own feelings and thoughts. So, we're just coming out of Mercury retrograde, which is a period where lots of things have come up, maybe from the past. You've had thoughts, people have said things to you. You've heard from people you haven't heard from a long time, and there's miscommunications, all of those sorts of things. So our brains and our minds can be a bit frazzled after we've got through the Mercury retrograde period. So now's a really good time to tune back into yourself and listen. We all know what is best for ourselves. So, we can get advice from other people, we can get guidance from other people, but deep down inside, we know what is the right thing for us to do. And this card is saying, this week, actually tune into that inner guidance, listen to yourself and give yourself, the confidence that you need to move forward. So be confident in your own thoughts, your opinions, and listen. And sometimes if we can't tune in, it's because we just need to take a step back. Perhaps we've got too much going on. Just find a quiet space. You can journal, you can ask questions. Maybe when you're sleeping, things come to you. Maybe when you're meditating, you have thoughts. Maybe you're out doing some exercise and things pop into your head. So listen to that guidance this week. So really nice actually to have heightened intuition where we can all tune into ourselves and know what's right for us. Okay, so we'll move on to Ascended Masters cards next. So we'll see what guidance are coming up for us this week from the Ascended Masters. So we've got the flow of prosperity, and it's a Lakshmi, and it's an Eastern goddess stood on a lotus flower, and she's holding, she's got 4 arms, 2 arms, she's holding up lotus flowers. In the other arm she's giving out money. It looks like coins from her hands. And in the background is Ganesha, which is the Indian elephant god to help you remove blocks and obstacles in your life. So this is a really nice card to have. We've been in a slow down period where we should have been resting, renewing ourselves and, not working on new plans. And now we're in a period where over the next week, maybe a bit longer, we'll be in a position where we can start to move forward with our, goals and actions again. So this card is telling you that, everything is coming to you. So we've got this nice flow that's going to open up. And after we've had a really kind of intense retrograde period, we're starting to get back into the flow. But I think it's probably not going to be, for a week or so where this really starts to happen. We'll start to pick ourselves up a bit more this week. We'll get a bit more energy. We'll get a bit more momentum going with our projects that we've been working on in our plans. And prosperity isn't just, you know, money. It's that abundance thing. It's knowing that, you know, everything around you you've got, and there's more of that coming to you. So don't think in monetary terms always with this. Think about, you know, your home, your friends, your surroundings, you know, good experiences, and, you know, feel that prosperity and abundance around you. Don't always think of money. So quite often we think that we're lacking because we haven't got X in our bank account, or we're not being paid X. But if you take a deeper look at your life, you'll see actually how much abundance and prosperity there is there around you. So this is saying there's more coming to you. That flow is opening up after this rest and retrograde period. Is starting to open up, starting to flow. So you're going to have more things come to you, and things you're going to work on are going to bring in that nice prosperity that you want. So a really nice card, you know, to really help us get going again next week and start to move forward again with our plans. So we'll do a fairy card. And let's see what's coming up for us this week. Nice, we've got the Love Life card, which has popped up. And so this is saying that this card is basing on our romantic lives, and it says our romantic lives are changing for the better. So obviously there's two fairies in this card. They're looking at each other lovingly, and what's nice about this card is it's saying that, you know, if you're looking for love, or, you know, you're in a relationship already, then you're going to perhaps meet somebody, you know, your love life's going to improve, you know, things at home in your relationship's going to pick up. So think about in your life, you know, who your loved ones are around you, whether you're looking for love, and just open yourself up to that. If you're looking for a new partner, you know, we're coming into this more vibrant time. In the UK, we've got, you know, public holiday coming up at the weekend, so open yourself up to it. And we've had in the, you know, the past month some cards about self-care and self-love. So if you did take some downtime, if you did manage to, you know, spend some time on yourself, you know, spend some time loving yourself, doing nice self-care things, then that's starting to pay off, and, you know, your love life's going to improve. So that's a nice message for everybody from the fairies this week. So I'm being guided to choose another two cards actually, and I've got another pack of cards which I bought this week, which are orb cards. So if you know what orbs are, sometimes it's little energy balls which you might see around you, or sometimes you see them pop up on photos. So I was out the other day and came across two lovely new spiritual people in shops, and was guided to get the new orb cards. So let's see what messages are coming from the orbs. So orbs are energy from spirits, really. Oh wow, look, we've got Archangel Chamuel and the Angel of Love. So following on from our last one, it's another message about love, which is really nice. You can see an orb, white spirit in the shape of a heart there. So yeah, I think it's just saying again to keep working on yourselves, to love ourselves. We've been in Mercury retrograde period, so a lot of negative energy can come up, maybe old deep feelings that you've been holding back that others have, and, you know, maybe you've not been saying nice things to yourself and telling yourself you know, good things. So see if you can just change your thought processes. Don't beat yourself up about decisions, things you've done, things you haven't done. You know, just give yourself a bit of a break and love yourself a bit more, and don't be too hard on yourself. And that love's definitely around us and flowing to us. We've got it coming through from two cards today. So I'm doing 5 cards today, which is really unusual for me. Maybe it's because I've had a week off last week and missed a week, so there's some more messages that we need to share. So we're back with the Crystal Angels, my new cards again. Let's see what our final message for this week is. And there we go, it's popped out. Well, we've got 2 cards that have popped out, so actually we're up to 6 cards. So had I not missed a week, we would have been just on 3, and anyway we've got 6 cards because I missed a week. So the first card that popped out is called Watermelon Tourmaline. So I don't know if you can see that on there. And the message is stress reduction. So it's telling us to de-stress our minds, de-stress our bodies and our schedules, as we need to rest, recharge and revive. So I think, you know, we've all just been in Mercury retrograde, and probably a lot of you, like myself, we didn't rest as much as we should do. And it's summer, you know, and you know, we've got holidays booked, weddings, loads of things going on. So rather than taking the time out to rest and cancel things in our schedule may have been busier than ever. And that's kind of what happened to me. So everything kind of caught up with me. I was trying to keep everything going and travel and do all sorts of stuff. And then my body was like, right, that's enough. You have to rest. So if we don't listen and we don't follow messages, you know, everything will catch up with us and make us rest when we're meant to anyway. So tourmaline I use a lot. The tourmaline I use actually is a black crystal, and I use it for a protection, and it's to help you feel grounded. And this is a watermelon tourmaline, so it's going to be a really nice bright tourmaline colour. But tourmaline for me is a grounding crystal, root chakra one, where you need to kind of go back to basics and, you know, ground yourself and center yourself again. So I think perhaps all of us haven't quite done enough of that in this last month. And as I say, it's such a busy month, you know, August, summertime, school holidays, all out of our routine, all sorts of different things going on. So we need to spend a bit more time on ourselves. We need to spend a bit more time resting, recharging, and just revitalising ourselves. So, you know, this weekend I just stayed in all weekend, just lay on the sofa, walked my dog, spent some time with my partner, and we didn't do anything because I really needed to rest. And you know, for busy people with lots going on, it's quite strange to do that, you know. So yeah, have a look where you can rest this week. And we have got the bank holiday weekend coming up, so maybe don't try and do too much. I'm normally one that would plan all sorts of day trips and go out and see people, and maybe we just need to stay at home this bank holiday weekend, of course, unless you've already got plans, and just see, actually, rather than filling it up with things to do, why don't you rest and stay at home and just do some things nice and local, and, you know, not travel and not cram it with too many things. So maybe this bank holiday weekend you could take a bit more time out for yourself rather than filling it up with things to do because it's an extra day off work. Okay, so coming up for the last card, so it's our 6th card. It's Yellow Jasper. And it's talking about control issues. It says, utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So this is a really interesting and quite deep message, really. So, you know, we've all got this inner power inside. It's in our 3rd chakra. It's our place of energy, moving forward, self-confidence, self-belief, that power that we can do what we want to in life. But sometimes, you know, people around us have their own views on what we should be doing, and, you know, you might have family around you, friends around you, colleagues, partners, you know, all sorts of people around you, children even, you know, have views on what we should or shouldn't be doing in our lives. And so sometimes we don't step into ourselves or do what's right for us because other people are telling us what to do. We listen to those, or we think that if we do what we want to do, we might hurt people. You know, a lot of people do people pleasing, so they carry out certain actions so that other people like them, to make sure other people are happy and not think about themselves. So this card is really saying you need to really go inside deep now, to really go in and utilize that personal power of your own and move forward and do the things that you want to do. And, you know, be guided by your own inner self. And actually, our very first card this week was the Moonstone card. It's from the same pack, and it says that we've got this, you know, heightened intuition at the moment. So, use that intuition. You know, a lot of us aren't that confident. You know, a lot of people think people are confident, you know, they're doing this, that and the other, but actually everyone doubts themselves and not as confident as other people think. We all question what we're doing, question our own beliefs, question our own actions, and think, are they right? Should we be doing this or not? And the Moonstone card right at the start was saying that we've got heightened intuition and we can follow our inner knowingness so that we do the right thing. And then take that and belief in yourself, get that confidence and self-belief back, and know that you can make the right decisions for yourself. And then use the yellow jasper, use that energy, that solar plexus forward moving energy, to get rid of any of those control issues, you know, to break free of what you think other people might be saying, or, you know, it's other people's egos and issues that come forward when they try and control you. When other people try and tell you what to do, it's their own issues, it's not yours, you know. So those control is always fear-based, and if someone's trying to control you or tell you what to do, it's because they're scared of the outcome, therefore they need to control you so that they feel safe. But that controlling influence, you know, at the end of the day will just make you ill, and you won't be living your life that you want to, and you won't be doing the things that you want to, and you won't be being authentic. And it's really important to live the life that you want and to be who you need to be and believe in yourself and move forward and be that person. So some really sort of deep messaging there. And, you know, if you're in that situation where you feel that someone else is controlling you, it can be quite hard to break free of it. Confidence, you know, feeling of letting that person down, and maybe even fear of that person. So, you know, if any of that side of this card resonates with you, then, you know, reach out to friends, family, and get that support you need. Everyone's always really happy to help, and, you know, quite often we don't reach out for help enough, and we need to. And if we do reach out, you'll be surprised how many people out there will help you move forward. So just have a think about this card and what it actually means for you. Don't forget, we've got that inner strength and power, and the universe is always there supporting us with all our actions, and we can move forward in the right way for us. So quite a lot of messages there. Obviously I needed those 6 cards to come through. So a quick recap, because there's quite a lot. Moonstone, heightened intuition this week, so trust your own intuition. We had the flow of prosperity, so everything's coming to you that's meant to come to you. I'd say in, you know, another week or so, once we get fully out of this retrograde period. Then we had a love life card. So we had it twice. So we had our love life is improving, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single. We had the angel of love card, reaffirming that one. And then we had remembering to rest, renew and reduce our stress a bit more. So look at those commitments, see what you're scheduling, see if you can reduce it, take some time out over the bank holiday weekend if you can. And then look at any control issues around you and find that inner confidence, power and strength to move forward, to be who you want to be. So thank you everybody. Sorry that's longer than normal. Hope you'll have a really good week this week, and try and rest a bit if you can, and I'll try and rest a bit more too. So take care of yourselves and speak to you next week.